every time I duck or ground pound, the screen gets squashed. What is up, everybody? We're back with another fun one here today. So yeah, this one is going to be fun because I can actually play it live. So currently I have the resolution of my screen set up to be HD, which is 1920 by 1080 pixels. And we're going to say every time that I duck or ground pound that it's going to decrease it by 25 pixels. So that'll definitely make it pretty interesting, because then I'll actually be able to play it live. I mean, I'll be doing it at the end of each level, similar to how I did on the last time I did this. And so it'll be interesting. And so only ducks and ground pounds, like for instance I just slid there at the beginning, that doesn't really count. But if I do duck or ground pound, then that'll be a decrease to 25 pixels. And so I don't know, I'm sure this will get pretty hard to play, especially once it gets so squashed I have zero depth perception. I don't know how it'll go exactly. But like, yeah, I don't know, I guess we'll just see. Sliding is like a form of ducking because you do end up using the same button. But on the screen, it's a completely different move, so I'm not really counting it in that instance. And unfortunately, we did not make it to the goal. I mean, we might actually make it to the goal still. Come on, let's make it. No, I was so close. Come on. I can certainly see me ducking a lot more commonly in like multiplayer versus levels, specifically when there's, you know, a regular multiplayer versus level. Like it's a duck and do a bunch of crazy moves in New Super Mario Bros. That one I can certainly see it because a lot of the times you have to do duck jumps, and so that can certainly increase it pretty fast. I guess we'll just see though. I am curious about like something with like lawn care. What do you guys think about grass? Now grass is like a staple. It's a very common thing to have in your, your household, if you have a front yard. But what would you guys think about, it's not the most efficient use of like landscaping. It usually looks pretty nice, but often from what I've researched and heard, it's not as efficient use of actual resources. And like it takes a whole bunch of water and not very well. And like, but I've heard, I've never actually experienced it myself, but I've heard that moss is honestly a good alternative. It looks nice. It doesn't require too much water. It just like exists versus like grass. You know how much grass the maintenance is. First off, you have to water all the time. You have to mow it. And I mean, obviously that can be a lot of a hassle. Like sometimes it's not really that big of a deal. Certainly it can be at some point. So I don't know. It's a interesting concept. I've never actually experienced it much, but I don't know. I'd be interested to try it sometime. Kill Bowser. Oh, I completed the clear condition though, and nobody else is around. I'm at the top. I mean, there's no way that this gets stolen from me, right? And these block the edge of the screen, so I can't just go over. Oh, but I can do that. Okay, we're set. I didn't even realize it was gonna be that easy. No, Toad, get out of here, Toad. No, Toad, get out of here. Oh, that was so close. I got a little afraid that he was gonna get it. I didn't know there was gonna be clouds there for him to get. Toadette, get on the flagpole. What are you doing? Okay, I guess Toadette did not crave to get on the flag. Whatever. Like, there's nothing making me duck, and of course, like I could just never duck and make it really boring. But I'm just gonna play like I normally do and just try to do the best I can. Like especially in like multiplayer versus levels. Obviously, I'm gonna try to do the duck jumps. If I need to ground pound, I'm gonna ground pound. I'll just play like I normally do, and I'm sure I'll end up ducking. I think moss, like as like part of like a lawn, I don't know, just seems like an interesting concept. It's not very conventional, but I've heard good things about it. So I don't know. I mean, it's certainly interesting, and I don't know. I'd be curious to try it just to see like what it's like. I guess I can see what's inside this box here. Okay, so that was a terrible idea. Okay, so I am actually ducking right now. I did press the button, but also I was just ducking. I mean, there's nothing in the idea that said I have to make myself duck. Like if I just duck in general, then that's gonna require it to change. So that's certainly something to consider too. Okay, and oh, Toad. Oh, he's hitting the P-switch. That makes sense. I just want to finish. I don't even care anymore. I just want to finish the level. Let me in, please. I just want to finish. Okay, I finished the level. That was a terrible level, but at least I'm going to finish. Whatever. Okay, I do believe I ducked when I got into the warp box, and then 2 or 3 times. I'm pretty sure I ended up ground pounding Toad or somebody like twice, and then I ground pounded there at the end. So I'm just going to guesstimate and say it was 4 times. That's going to end up being like 100 pixels shorter, and I guess we'll just see how that looks. So this is what we're dealing with now. It's not a huge change. Like, it's almost not even noticeable at this point, but as we saw with the pixels, this is the stuff. Are those thwomps? I think that's a whole bunch of thwomps. It can certainly get a lot more wild and a lot more crazy pretty quickly, so I guess we'll see how this goes. This is, I mean, I've certainly seen worse. But, I mean, just from a multiplayer versus perspective, of course, I mean, these levels aren't specific to multiplayer versus, but still, it's not the best thing I've ever seen here. Come on, hop out. Thank you. Okay, we end up getting out. And is that all? Please don't say that's all the level. That was all the, wow, okay. That was absolutely terrible, but sure, whatever, I'll take it. I mean, I ground pounded 3 times, I believe, so 75 more pixels. Here we are. We got a multiple versus level now. I'm just assuming based on prior experience that there's going to be a lot of duck jumps. So this could possibly increase it quite a bit in this round. I don't know. Sometimes I think it's hard to know like what's a good landscape option simply because, for instance, if it comes to between like grass and moss or whatever, there's other options too. Obviously, there's like other ways to do things as well. And I don't know. I mean, it's interesting because there's different things you can do. But I don't know. I've seen different options too. Like there's like rock gardens. I don't know if those are super interesting. Like I think that certainly there's something to consider. And I don't know. They have their pros and cons. Like I think rock gardens are cool. Obviously they're not living, but they also do last a whole lot longer. So like, I mean, there's a lot more to like actually do with them. You can like stylize them more. I don't know. I have a rock garden at my home house. So I don't know. They're interesting enough. I don't know if like I'd want them like permanently in like my own place, but they're an interesting choice. And I mean, there's other landscaping options. Obviously, there's like gardens and stuff. Like, I mean, I like gardens. They're cool. But overall, I mean, they're just like relatively hard to like truly upkeep, especially like yearly. I think like depending on the environment you live in, like I have just really bad soil at my house back home. So it's pretty interesting just because there's not a whole lot of options. And obviously you can buy dirt, but sometimes just the different landscapes and environments really make a difference. And I don't know. It's certainly something to consider because I think that, I mean, I want to have like a nice yard if I end up having one at some point. So I don't know. I think that it's certainly a good option. And wait, what are we doing? What is Luigi doing down there? Why is he leaving? I mean, I guess give me time to get back to the end. I don't know what Luigi's doing. We're not paying attention to Luigi, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what's happening over there. I wasn't quite keeping count of all the ground pounds and ducks. I believe I had 8. Maybe it won't be as bad as I think it will be, but I think eventually, like, especially once it gets like too short and we're not going to be able to tell what's going on, it might get a little more chaotic, a little harder to tell what's going on. Okay, well, before you roast me, because I'm going to roast myself first, I was trying to make a jump into the area, but it did not end up working out in my favor. Because I was trying to like do like the P jump, the P speed, and then end up like flying away because I feel like flying was going to be useful in this mode. I happen to be wrong in this instance. There's not enough like land to be able to run and actually get a P jump. Okay, well, I'm just going to get hurt. I don't have high hopes for actually winning this level. I mean, it could happen. Not likely, especially the state of it. It's going more and more downhill the more I keep seeing it, but it's certainly possible. Oh, a boss fight. We love boss fights. Okay, because now we can get right back ahead. And cool, now we got the key. I'm just gonna stick up here. And, oh, okay. Thank you, Luigi. I'm sure this is probably the end now. Yeah, it's definitely the end. Okay, well, maybe not. Oh, I actually made it in! Somehow I did that. I'm shocked. I don't know what Luigi and Mario were doing. They were just messing around, but I somehow ended up winning that. That's crazy. I don't think I ducked at all besides the end there. Oh, and wait, actually, if we rewind the tapes, you can see right there at the end, I ducked. I mean, I didn't personally duck, but Toadette did duck. And just by that knowledge, I've realized that every level that I don't actually like run off to the end, the character actually does end up ducking. So that's just something that's built into the game. And the idea does say if I duck, like the character themselves, not just me. So I think I ducked twice in that level. I think it's been 3 levels so far that have had it not run off to the end. So I'm just going to say that was a total of 5 ducks overall, because of stuff I didn't even consider before. So let's just do that right now. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. We definitely got a little more squish there. I mean, at some point it's going to be just absolutely unplayable. It's kind of funny, but I just feel like once it's going to be like so squished, you can like barely even tell what's going on. Like all of it's going to fit into like a single line or something. Like it's going to be bad, but it's going to be funny. If you're enjoying this video or these types of challenges, leave a comment down below and leave me an idea. I certainly love being able to play these challenges, and especially being able to interact with them is really cool. So if you have anything like this, leave them down below. And if you're enjoying, consider liking and subscribing. Okay, I'm the only one who has a fire flower. Ideally, there's no other place you can get it besides the beginning. And then we'll just be completely set. It does feel like I'm moving a lot faster though, because there's a lot less vertical distance. I feel like my vertical speed is moving a lot faster than it actually is. I mean, keep going, guys. Like, ideally, there's no other fire flowers in this whole level. That's certainly the goal here. Look, as long as there's no other fire flowers and I can just win, then I'm good with this level. Oh yeah, I'm totally good with this. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I do believe that was just 1 ground pound, though. Maybe there was 2, but I think it was just 1. Even though the horizontal hasn't changed at all, I feel like, I don't know, it just feels like it looks a lot more fast horizontally, even though like, that doesn't make any sense, but that's just the way it feels when I'm playing right now. Okay, I'm not gonna go over. Yeah, see, we're playing good. We're gaming. We're doing good. Wow, so many boss fights in this video. Like a lot more than I'm used to. Oh, that was terrifying. Okay, this is fine. We're doing better. This is kind of funny though, like with the music blocks going along. It's kind of a fun aesthetic, you know. It really adds more of like the ambiance of this is like a terrifying level right now. Okay, I believe I've ground pounded twice right now. Okay, we just need to keep Luigi from getting it. Okay, Luigi's gonna get it. Oh no, okay, no. No, I just need enough time for it to go back up again. No! Ugh. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this. Unfortunately, because, yeah, they just keep guarding the door. No! Oh, he's gonna get in. No, I got it. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get it. There's no way. Oh, and because it keeps moving, you can't even get in. Okay, let's go. No, don't throw me. Toadette, why would you? I mean, not that it even mattered, but still, come on. Oh, this is bad. This is getting so much worse than it was before. I mean, I went down 150 pixels. Oh, I'll take this. Thank you. I mean, at least I can just run through this and, you know, be fine. I mean, there's a lot going on right now. I definitely died way too easily there, but okay. And oh, I really wanted that. Okay, thank you. I really wanted that because it spawns them immediately. Interestingly enough. Okay, now ideally we may just make this through easily. Hopefully Mario doesn't make it. I mean, it's not likely that I'm gonna make it. Nope. There's too many. It's honestly harder than you think because I don't know how much vertical I actually need to exist here. You'd think it'd be easier. Why didn't a firepower spawn? What is it? I got scammed. I don't know. Normally, because I'm used to being able to like see everything, I was like expecting to be. I feel like I could make this jump. Like it looks like I could. Like that doesn't look like that tall, right? That looks like a normal jump that Mario could make. It's not though, because it's so much taller than it actually looks. I'm realizing now that my depth perception is actually suffering. I realize now it's not that we're moving really fast left and right. It's that we're moving extremely slow top to bottom because it's so squished. It feels like it's moving a lot faster than I actually am. So I didn't realize that was what the issue was. And now that everything has happened, I'm now realizing that you move so slow up and down comparatively to how the size of the screen is. Every jump feels like we're on like moon gravity right now. Like that feels like it's so slow. Like we should be moving way faster, just comparatively to how we're moving in our left and right. I don't know, it's interesting. I don't even know how we're going to do this. Oh, and it's none other than a multiplayer versus level. I can barely tell anything. Like, Luigi's just a little squashed little guy right there. I mean, I'll do my best. I really will. But there's no way this goes well. Okay, I'm in the top. I'm on the top. I'm pretty sure I just played this level too with another person earlier. I mean, it's okay. I can see enough to actually play it, I think. Do I need to wall jump? Okay, again, it's so hard to tell. Okay, I did need to wall jump. I mean, it's hard to tell what's a 1-tile gap and what's like a 2-tile gap. Like, I think is that a 2-tile gap? I don't know. That's a 1-tile. This is a 2-tile. Cause you can. I guess I can see what kind of tiles they are, but it's still so hard to tell what's happening. This is so bad. Well, unfortunately, we did not get the clear condition. I know it's shocking. I know you're all rooting for me. You really thought I was gonna be the one who got it. Unfortunately, I was not as good as I thought I was. I did not get it. Unfortunately. Oh, and that's a spring. I didn't even see that spring. I thought it was a donut. There's no way they wait for me. Like, I'd be so shocked if they waited for me to finish this level. There's no way. Like, it's so hard. I don't know how tall to jump here. I've got to say, props to them for actually waiting for me. Most people wouldn't do it. They wouldn't wait that long for somebody to finish the level. I'll take it, though. Thank you.